Three things you should never tell your family about your spouse. Most times, many women make the mistake of telling their families some things about their husbands, and it makes the family to really dislike the men, to really treat the men badly. Or many men make the mistake of telling their families about their wives, about their women. It makes the family to really hate them. Most times, your family treats your spouse with what you told them. If they really do not know anything about your spouse, they will never treat them badly. So these three things I'm going to mention is very important. You don't tell them to your family. This is Spell Solution. The goal is for you to stay in a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage. Number one thing you should never tell your family about your spouse is your spouse's age. Most times, if you tell your family about your spouse's age, it makes them to really look down on them, to see them as people they can really trample on. That is when you see them, they want to turn them to either errand boy, they want to see them as younger sisters, they want to see them as younger brothers. But if you didn't tell them, they don't know their age. And they will really want to treat them with respect because they don't know if they are older or they are younger. Most times your siblings respect your wife more or your husband's more or your husband more if they really do not know his age. If they know his age, they will begin to see, maybe even if he's a senior, even if he's their senior. That is when you get, is it not a year or 2 years that he gave me? So why will I respect him? And the way they will start talking to him will always change. So it is best you know his age, you know her age, keep it to yourself. It is none of your family's business. It is your business. The both of you should handle it. Do not tell your family your spouse's age. Then the second thing you should never tell your family about your spouse is your spouse's past. If you know your spouse have a very dirty past that you cannot keep, do not stay with them. Do not marry them. Do not be in a relationship with them. If you have agreed, you want to forgive them, you want to be in a relationship with them, and you now make the mistake of telling your family about their age, about their past, your family in many ways can really treat them badly because of those things you told them. Now listen, many marriages or many in-laws do not like their in-laws because of what you told them. Let's say for instance, your man had children or your man had a child out of wedlock. This thing is something he has told you. If peradventure you knew about it, it is you now that is supposed to keep it. It is now your family. You are supposed to handle it. You are not supposed to carry the same thing and tell your family. It is you that is supposed to keep it. If your wife have a very bad past, you know you can't keep it away from your family. Do not settle with her. Because most times, you men make the mistake. You see a woman, you see she have a very terrible past, and she told you, you liked her, you've accepted her, but you will never accept the past. Do not be with a woman you know you can't accept her past. That her past will always come back to haunt you. If you know the past will come back to haunt you, the past will make you not to trust her or trust him. Do not be with them. Do not accept them. Because the moment you make the mistake of telling your family about your spouse's past, you ruin that beautiful relationship your spouse have with your family. They begin to see your spouse, even if they've changed, even if they're treating them well, they will never reciprocate that same treatment. They are seeing them now as a bad person. No matter how good they are, they will never see them as good. They begin to judge them by their past. Especially if you're not judging them by their past. Your family will always judge them by their past. So, any past your spouse told you, you know you can't keep, do not, I repeat, do not make the mistake of taking your spouse. Do not marry them. do not be with them. Be with a woman or a man you know you can keep his past. Most times you will start calling most women, if their husbands maybe have children out of wedlock, that is when they want to be fighting the other women. They don't want the husband to take care of the child. As a woman, the best thing you will do to yourself, whenever you notice your husband maybe told you he has a child outside wedlock, do not fight. If you fight the other woman, it makes her to really have that guts. She wants to do everything possible to keep your man. And if she wants to do everything possible to keep your man, she will make sure she do that. The only person you should go back to is your husband. If you can be wise at this time, you will keep your husband, you will make him to fall deeply in love with you and forget about that woman. But many women are unwise today. Once something like this happens, they feel to throw tantrum, to shout. This time is when you're supposed to drag your man close to you, talk to him calmly, and make him see reasons. In fact, this is not the time to punish him. When you gain his trust, that is when you start telling him the things he did that really hurt you. He will listen, he will pay attention, he will be remorseful. But if you use force, gara gara, at that time, you will really spoil the whole thing. So these things are things you're supposed to keep to yourself. Sometimes you're doing it, you're involving your family. Your family, you can forgive them, you can make up, but your family will never forgive them. So things like this, it is things you're supposed to keep. You're not supposed to shout it, you're not supposed to tell everybody. Keep it to yourself. Then the third thing you're supposed to keep away from your family about your spouse is how much your spouse is earning. Many women, you're on this table. Many men, you're on this table. What does your family have to know? What business do your family have? Business do your family have with what your partner is earning? Your partner is earning anything they are earning is for the upkeep of you and them. It is none of your business or of your family's business. If your partner is not earning enough, if you're a woman, cushion it if you're working. If you're a man, help if you cushion it if you can help. If your partner is earning too much, do not go telling your family. If not, the whole burden of your household will be on them. They will depend on them that if they refuse to give them, it becomes a problem. Many women, I'm still using women, you're on this table. Many women, when your husbands are earning, you want to go and tell your family members how much he's earning. So you tell them, oh, your family have, you want to be bragging with it. Then the day your family needs and your husband says he doesn't have, your husband becomes a very bad person to them. If you are a man and your wife is earning and you want to paint your wife bad because you feel the money is supposed to be family money, then you're making a very terrible mistake. What your partner is earning, if they tell you, it should be between you and them, not your family. So anything your partner is earning, it should be kept on your own. It should be a secret between the both of you. It's none of your family's business. Your family is not supposed to know anything about it. So keep away these three things at any cost away from your family. If you really want your spouse to be to have a good rapport, a good relationship with your family, because most times it is what you told your family that make them to treat your wife or your husband badly, that make them to look down on your husband. Sometimes the husbands become the errand boys of the family he got married to. So you see that if you didn't say anything, your family will never treat him that way. If your family do not know anything about him, to an extent, it makes them to really respect him. If your family do not know anything about her, to an extent, it makes them to respect her. There are things you're not supposed to say. Those things she told you in confidence, those things he told you in confidence, those things he told you in confidence, they are for you. They are for you to keep. They are not for your family. They are not for your friends. So if you can learn this early in your marriage, it enables you to avert so many misunderstandings or so many hatred that will come from your families. So these three things, important things things your wife said, things your husband said, things your boyfriend said, things your girlfriend said, it is meant for you and you alone. Do not go sharing it with your family. Your family can forgive you, but your family cannot forgive your spouse. They can never forgive them. So if you learn to keep some things to yourself, you will really avert so many things that would have gone wrong or that will go wrong. So in order to avert these things, you need to keep your mouth shut when it comes to these three things in your marriage or in your relationship from your family. This is Spell Solution. The goal is for you to stay in a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage. Do well to share out this video massively. Many men are in this table and many women are in this table, so they can take correction. So the ones that are still yet married can watch and still learn from it. Like, drop your comment what you think about the video, and if you see my video for the very first time, do not forget to follow my page. Thank you.